Hi, Renee. This is Rick, and I wanted to show you an example, and I'll repeat from the phone call this afternoon or this morning that the objective of this is to just show you a listing to give you a point of reference on what we could possibly find. So, first of all, I want to point out that this is priced at $367,500, which is right in the middle of the range that you felt comfortable with, between 350 and 375. It's just about smack in the middle. It's been on the market for a while, 158 days, which down here is a long time, and they were priced over here at 379.5. Then they dropped it to 374.5, and then now they've dropped it to the current price of 367.5. So this house is ready and looking for an owner. Now, let's talk about some of the things that were important to you, and for that, we're going to talk about the pictures here first of all. This does have an extra third garage. This does have an extra third garage, and I'm going to have to make an adjustment here. Okay, this has the extra third garage, and that would give you plenty of space there in the garage area. I don't see that you would need a golf cart in this particular community. I don't know that it would serve a purpose for you, so that would be extra storage space for you. This is a top view. We didn't discuss a pool, but again, I'm using this as a sample home. If you didn't want a pool, that's fine. I'm not out to sell this particular house. And then if you notice over here, these are vinyl fences. And so you've got one back over here on this house. You've got one on this house. Now, this is not the smallest lot in the world, but it is a big house, so the house takes up a lot of the lot. But you could literally run a fence right on across the back here, the back of your property line, and attach to these two fences, and then run a fence over here, and then run a fence along here, and you would have a fenced backyard. So no problem on this particular property, or most properties, especially if we went with a non-HOA. This happens to have an HOA. It's a nominal fee. Here's a front shot of the house, obviously. Another angle of the house. This is the community. That's as you're going into the community front, so it has a nice presentation from that standpoint. Now, when we get into the house, here's the kitchen. We have some nice wide doors. What I want to show you are some of the things that you mentioned. First of all, space. Right now, this is a living room area that's being used as a pool room. And then here's a dining room that's being set up as a sitting area. That's the same, area with a shot. You notice that it's got a nice ceiling setting and fixture. That's that same sitting area that I showed you. And then we have a dining room. So we've got the sitting area, we got the dining room, we got the living room. Here's another shot of the dining room area. A large kitchen with an island, lots of space there. By the way, I'm sending you the listing so that you can take your time as I stroll through this rather quickly. Then you've got another area besides. So if you notice, we've got that one area here, we got a dining area there, we got the other dining area, and we've got this sitting area that I showed you. Here's that area. This is sort of like a kitchen area there. In kitchen, what do they call it? In kitchen dining area. There it is from another angle. There's the family room area. Different angle of that. This is towards the back of the house. This is the pool bath. One of the bedrooms there. Another bedroom. Another bath. This would be the master. Another angle of the master. Back in here you can see the master bath, which we'll be going to. Nice and large area for you there. Bath and shower. Large laundry area. And there's the pool. So this side hedge belongs to this particular house that we're looking at. So there's probably enough room to put the fence right along beyond that. Usually that's the way it goes. If not, you would be able to have that back area hedged and still get the fence in. It would look really nice. And of course the fence then would run all the way across to the other fence. It's really hard to tell how much space there is without us looking at it, or maybe me going over and doing a video of it. It's not a huge pool, but it is a nice, comfortable pool is what we call it. When it's a smaller pool, we call it comfortable. And that's from the back to the front. You can see here what I'm talking about. Most likely the fence would run right along here. Actually, the hedge, I thought we'd have to trim it. We don't. The hedge goes right back behind the pool. So your property line would be running right here. So you have a nice open area over here, a little bit of an area here, and then you've got the pool there. So all in all, this house is just an example of what could possibly work for you as far as space, as far as storage, as far as price range. And the neighborhood is nice. It's safe. This particular house happens to sit on a non-through street. It goes to a cul-de-sac just a couple houses down. So you wouldn't have any traffic running across in front of you back and forth except people that live at the end of the cul-de-sac, which is only like 4 or 5 houses. So it'd be a very quiet neighborhood. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up for you and get it out to you and just show you that I believe we can do what you want done. And this is just one house of what we could probably set up, seek, and find. You be blessed, and I will be back with you soon.